So what if I told you that the constant anxiety you feel when you're scrolling through the headlines on your phone, maybe get a tight knot in your stomach when you see breaking news, it's not actually keeping you informed. It's literally retraining your brain to live in a war zone that you're not even in. And I know that may sound a little weird because we're taught that if we care about the world, we have to worry about it. We believe that inner peace is selfish in a way when others are suffering. But if you're constantly doom scrolling, checking the stock market, or terrifying yourself with what if scenarios, you're not helping the world. You're signaling to your own nervous system that you are under attack. And when you feel under attack, you literally cannot access the part of your brain that solves problems, the part that creates peace, or that can be available to help others. For the longest time, I thought that my anxiety about the world was proof that I was a good person. I thought that if I put down the phone and chose peace, I was being ignorant. But then I realized something really huge. My chronic fear was not changing the news at all. It was just destroying my ability to function. So today I'm going to use FasterEFT tapping to clear that heavy, helpless feeling caused by everything happening in the world, so you can stop being paralyzed by anxiety and actually claim the inner peace required to be a force for good. I know it feels heavy right now, whether it's the economy, the conflict that you're seeing overseas, politics, or just the general sense that things are just kind of out of control right now. Many of us are walking around with a low-level hum of terror in the background of our lives. Now, the research calls this headline stress or news fatigue, but I call it sympathetic nervous system hijack, because your brain, specifically the primitive part of it, the amygdala, cannot tell the difference between a crisis you see on a high-definition screen and a crisis happening in your living room. It fires those same chemicals and activates the fight or flight response. But because you're sitting on your couch staring at your screen, you can't run and you can't fight. So that high octane energy gets trapped in your body and it freezes. And that is why you feel helpless. That is why you feel that exhaustion that sleep doesn't fix. But here's the good news. You can discharge that trapped energy. We're going to look at how to move from empathetic distress, which hurts you and helps no one, to what we call detached involvement or true compassion. And if this resonates with you, if you're tired of carrying the weight of the world in your chest or in your stomach, stay with me because we're going to tap this all out together. Now, let's look at why this is happening biologically. It's not because you're too sensitive or too weak. It's because of something called mirror neurons. See, as human beings, we are wired for connection. We're herd animals. Thousands of years ago, if a member of your tribe saw a predator and got scared, your mirror neurons would fire to match that experience so that you get scared too and you would survive. It's how we feel empathy. It's a survival mechanism. But here's where it gets tricky with the modern news cycle. Your brain was never designed to process the trauma of billions of people 24 hours a day in real time. If you are exposing yourself to crisis after crisis, your brain starts to reconstruct your reality based on all those inputs. And remember, your brain is not a video recorder. It is a reconstruction engine. It takes the data you give it, whether it's fear, scarcity, or violence, and it builds your internal map of the world. You might feel safe in your home, sipping your coffee, but your internal map says there's danger everywhere. You're not supposed to trust anyone, and collapse is imminent. That is why you can look around your room and you can see safety. Maybe you see your dog sleeping. Maybe you see the sun shining coming in through the window. But your body is vibrating with anxiety. You try to use logic to calm down a biological response. You can tell yourself it's okay, you're fine, but your subconscious is screaming, have you seen the news? you're literally not fine. You have to speak the language of the brain, and the brain speaks in pictures and feelings. We have to change the record inside before we can finally feel peace. Now, many people hold on to this anxiety because of guilt, feeling guilty for being safe when others aren't, feeling guilty for having food when others are hungry. Your brain decides the least I can do is suffer with them. If I'm happy while they're suffering, I'm a bad person. But your suffering does not alleviate theirs. Your anxiety does not feed the hungry or stop the bombs. In fact, it makes it worse, because when you are in this fight or flight state, and you know you can feel that in your body, you're adding to the collective chaos. You become another person who needs soothing rather than someone who can offer strength to others. You cannot pull a drowning person out of the water if you're drowning right next to them. Have you ever heard the term ventral vagal? It's the part of your nervous system that helps you feel safe, calm, and connected to others. And when you're in that state, you become a safe harbor. And right now, the world is desperate for more safe harbors. If you want to help the world, you have to clean up your own internal world first. You have to clear the fear so you can take useful action, like maybe volunteering, helping a neighbor, just being a kind presence to your own family rather than one that's always on edge, always nervous, always lashing out. So we have to clear the internal pattern that says, if I'm calm, I'm uncaring. That's a lie. Inner peace is a prerequisite for effective action in your own life or in the world, however you want to show up. So you might be asking, so how exactly do we do this? We use, or I have used, FasterEFT to interrupt that signal. We are going to use it to disrupt the neural pathway that links thinking about the world to feeling panic. We're going to use it to aim at the physical feeling of anxiety, not the political arguments, not the specific details of any news story, but how your body is holding the stress. And if you can, I want you to just take a moment and close your eyes, only if you're safe to do so. And step into the state of the world. Think about that headline that you read this morning, or maybe something you heard on TV or you read in social media, or maybe it's the fear of the future. How's all this going to turn out? Do you have a fear of economic collapse or global conflict? Don't dive into the story or the debate about it. Just notice where you feel that reaction in your body. You might feel it, you might have a tightness in your chest. Maybe you have this heavy knot in your stomach, or a buzzing in your head. Maybe there's a constriction in your throat. Everybody experiences it differently. And just notice how strong it is. And give it a number. I want you to rate it from 0 to 10, with 0, it doesn't bother you at all, to 10, it's really off the charts. Like 10 is panicky, 0 is feeling peace. And notice what the emotion is. Is it fear that you're feeling? Is it helplessness? Is it guilt? Just notice it. We're not going to analyze it. We don't need to know why it's there. We just need to release it. Okay, now I want you to open your eyes and I want you to follow me. I want you to do what I do, say what I say. And if the words I say don't resonate with you, just go ahead and change them to whatever does. We're going to do a few tapping rounds to try and clear this out. So before we start, here's where we're going to tap. If you've never seen tapping before, don't worry, it's a very forgiving process. You'll be just taking your fingers, doesn't matter which hand. You can use both hands, one hand, and you're going to be tapping between your eyes. Beside your eye, I usually tap like right at the end of my eyebrow. Under your eye, like right on the bone, and your collarbone. Now, if you feel your collarbone, there's like this U, the bottom of your throat, collarbones on each side, and I just tap right there. And I've been using tapping since 2008. And every time I tap in this place, my body automatically just de-escalates. I can feel I can feel myself calm down, but this is what I've taught myself to do over the years. And then we'll be grabbing our wrist, and I will instruct you, but you just follow me, okay? It's, like I said, very forgiving. Okay, let's just start tapping. Repeat after me. This tight knot in my stomach. Every time I see breaking news, this heavy feeling in my chest, like something terrible is going to happen. All this anxiety from the headlines, the constant doom scrolling, checking the news again and again, watching the stock market, checking my portfolio, all these what if scenarios that I'm playing in my head, my body reacting like I'm under attack, even though I'm just sitting here. My nervous system, it feels like it's in this war zone. There's a constant low level fear in my body. It feels really helpless right now. And it's exhausting. I want you to grab your wrists, take a deep breath in, blow it out, and say peace. Now, for the next 15 seconds, I want you to look around you wherever you're at. I want you to count all the red objects. Ready? Go. Okay, come back to me. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to go back and check. Think about that same news story or whatever it was that was bothering you, or maybe it was fear. Just notice how it feels now. Has the picture changed? Is the feeling, does it feel further away? Or maybe the feeling has shifted somehow from fear to anger or from fear to sadness. That's normal. And if you didn't get any change at all, that's normal too. Everybody's different. If it's still there, it's okay. Just notice that it's still there. It just means there's more to get through. And maybe your brain is saying, but if I stop worrying, I won't be prepared. I'll be caught off guard. It's just your brain's way of keeping you safe. So let's go into round two. My brain thinks this is happening to me. All these images and all the stories that I'm seeing and I'm reading about, crisis after crisis after crisis. My brain can't tell the difference from what's real happening around me and what I'm reading that's happening far away, between the news and real danger. My body is just flooded with stress, cortisol pumping through my system, fight or flight with nowhere to go. I can't run, I can't fight. So the stress just freezes and gets trapped inside my body. No wonder I'm feeling exhausted. No wonder sleep doesn't fix it. My system has been on high alert for a long time. Well, grab your wrist, take a deep breath in, blow it out, and say peace. Now for this next 15 seconds, I want you to look around and count how many circles can you find. Go. And come back to me, and I want you to go back and check. Think about what bothered you to begin with. Just notice how it's changed. Notice what's still there. Maybe it softened a little. Maybe it doesn't feel quite as intense. Just notice. And let's go on to round three. Part of me feels guilty for relaxing, guilty for being safe, guilty for having peace when others are suffering. My mind tells me that if I stop worrying, I'm being selfish. Like caring means I have to suffer too. but my suffering's not helping anyone. My anxiety isn't fixing the world. It's just destroying my ability to function, carrying the weight of the world in my chest. This helpless feeling, this hopeless feeling. My nervous system is so tired. And it's okay to let some of this go today. My body deserves relief. Grab your wrist, deep breath in. Peace. Now I want you to look around this time and just find a color that makes you feel good and focus on that for 15 seconds. Go. All right, come back to me. Go back, check in. Think about what initially bothered you. Notice how it's changed. Notice what's left. I'm starting to feel a little bit more relaxed. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit of that as well. Now, let's go on to the next round and just repeat after me. Maybe it's safe to calm my nervous system. Maybe my body can calm down now. I can care about the world without destroying myself. I can choose peace inside my body, even while the world feels uncertain. I can let this trapped energy move, letting my shoulders soften, letting my chest open up, letting my breathing slow down just a little. My body is learning to feel safe again. My nervous system is finally finding some calm. I can become a safe harbor. Calm, steady, and grounded. And from this place, I can actually help somebody. Grab your wrist, take a deep breath in, blow it out, peace. And now go back and check. Think about what bothered you. Give it a final assessment from 1 to 10. Did that number move? If it was at a 10 when you were really panicky, has it come down any? Just notice what feels different in your body right now. Maybe the pressure softened just a little. Maybe your breathing changed. That's your nervous system remembering that it is safe in this moment. And when we can create safety inside ourselves, we actually become this calm presence that the world needs more of. We're breaking that chain of collective trauma. You're becoming a person who can walk into a room and lower the anxiety of everyone else that's there just by your presence. And that is a superpower. And if this tapping helped you even just a little bit today, I want you to know you don't have to figure this all out on your own. I created something called the Overwhelm to Calm Toolkit, specifically for moments when your nervous system feels hijacked by life. Inside are simple tools you can use anytime that your mind starts spiraling. Like there's some grounding techniques, there's a calming audio, there's journaling prompts, there's even pocket cards I labeled calm on the go that you can keep with you when things start to feel too heavy. You can carry them in your purse or have them in your car so that they're readily available when you need them. And I'll put that in the link below in the description if you want to explore what that is. Because the truth is, the world may not calm down anytime soon, but your nervous system can. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.